Hi, it's Chauncey Hutter Jr. I'm in the coaching and consulting business to the tax industry, helping out tax professionals all across the United States, getting questions from around the nation, and this is one related to increasing their off-season income. I've got a lot of questions about this, generating off-season income. I've had a slow tax season. I need to make up for lack of clients, lack of revenue. So there's a lot of interest in, okay, I've got to do something after April 15th. And so how to increase my tax business off-season income is this particular topic. What I would say quickly is just evaluate, after the season's over, evaluate your current list. Get a profile of what is actually in your database already. I believe that there's usually 4 or 5 niches that are your best niches. There's subgroups within your list that you can categorize, and you need to go communicate to them and talk to them. You need to ask them, I think with a survey, ask them what they want. Ask them what they would like besides just getting tax services from you. One of the best ways, you might even find out a whole new venture. I mean, you might find a whole new business within your business, and that's usually the case. There's always businesses within people's businesses. They just don't take the time to go look. Now, when you have a bad tax season, or your numbers are flat for a couple years in a row, and you've built up some debt, you got to do something. Great. That's when you actually start doing things that you haven't done in the past that you should have been doing, but now you're forced to. Once you've got a current profile of what you're looking for with certain subgroups within your list, and you're getting feedback, and you've surveyed them, and they tell you, I can't tell you what they're going to say, but you're going to find out. Email, mailings, getting on the phone, combination, not just one little email survey, but a combination of things. And after, let's say you do this for a couple of weeks, you find out what they want, then you get to go research some vendors. You may not be the person to give them what they want. You might, but if you're not, I recommend just going and doing a joint venture with somebody in your city or somebody close by that can provide a service, provide a product, provide them what they want, and just do a joint venture with them. And you're offering, don't get into, well, I can only offer a low price point or whatever. Think in terms of, when you go talk to these potential vendors or joint venture partners to sell things to your list, and you get a percentage of whatever they're selling because they're your customers in your list. And this will help you make up for the slower tax season. Think in terms of a low, middle, and high. Have a high price point, a middle, and a low ball, so you can get, no matter where your clients are on the mix, some will take the lowest, some middle, and then you'll be surprised how many take the highest price point. So as much as 10 or 20% will do that, so have that as an option within your list. If you enjoyed this short nugget of information on how to maximize your success in the tax business, I've got 20 more videos just like it. You go to www.taxmarketing.com/free videos. Thank you very much.